It worked that time, the go live button. So we should be good now. And Jeremy, no, nobody needed to wake the Wookiee. Promise, I was awake. Just, you know how it is with the live stuff, always trying to get everything together. And yeah. All right. So if anybody has any issues with the volume or video, please feel free to comment in that chat so we know and can try to make some adjustments. Otherwise, I believe everything is good to go. I see everybody online there. Perfect. So, everybody, welcome to Dr. Wookie AMA with Magneto. So, Magneto HR here, they're building on GalaChain and they are building job recruitment posting kind of system utilizing the blockchain and AI, which I think is incredible. And I do think this will be the future for sure. So, Julio, Caesar, if you want to go ahead and just kind of introduce yourselves a little bit.
Yeah, no, for sure. My name is Julio Sanchez. For those of you that don't know me, I am the CEO and founder of Magneto HR. I'm an electrical engineer myself. I have a master's degree in engineering management and over 15 years of professional experience in the field, right, of electrical engineering. I'm also an entrepreneur myself. I've started multiple businesses in different countries, the United States, the Dominican Republic. So a couple of years ago, this idea, based on my experience working in these different businesses and seeing the need for small companies, especially a small, medium-sized, all companies have the same issue, right? And hiring the right talent is just hard. It's hard in any industry, in any country. It doesn't matter if it's 2010, 2016, 2020, 2023. It hasn't evolved, it hasn't changed with technology advances. So this is what inspired Magneto HR pretty much, and we'll dig deeper after Caesar introduces himself.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, for those who doesn't know me yet, I'm Cesar Figueiredo. I'm the CTO and co-founder of Magneto HR. I have over a decade of experience. Have a master degree in IT, so I'm pretty much the guy that who's going to be behind the scenes. So
Yep.
pretty much when you experience the Magneto HR experience and AI components that will be made, we're going to be behind that. So nice to meet you guys, and go ahead.
Awesome. So if you guys didn't see, I did drop a video on Magneto HR trying to cover all the big kind of salient points. Today we're going to ask some like kind of specific questions that I was curious about personally. Their Cerebro nodes just went on sale starting yesterday. The first day was only for like first day buyers or Quicksilver, I think, and then the
Yes.
second was like for the trivia contest winners.
Yeah, today it's for the people that won the trivia in our Telegram quest. So yes, that's pretty much the ones that are allowed to buy today. So the Quicksilvers yesterday and first day buyers, and today it's the ones that won the trivia on our Telegram quest.
Cool.
So yes, tomorrow we will open it up for the people that won Wiley spots in our various contests that we had over the past 3 weeks and a half. And then public sale goes live on Sunday the 8th at
Nice.
9 a.m. Eastern time.
Nice. Yeah, and everybody, this tier one is at $300. Very affordable, solid price. If you use the Wookie referral link, it's 5% off. FYI. Plus, if you use my link, then you get entered into the 300 USDC giveaway drawing that I'll do in about a week or so. So if you guys even
We
weave,
love that.
hey, what's going on, Jeffy? Hey, what's going on? If you guys have any specific questions we go through, definitely drop them. I'll definitely be taking a look at the chat every now and again. So, very first question, and I love all my hard questions. So, AI is definitely going to be like a key component of kind of what we're building here, right? And
Yeah.
so, my kind of different questions are: have you identified either the AI you're going to use, the company, the group, or are you trying to develop your own? And does that AI have to be on GalaChain? Like I know Rivals Gala had mentioned Rivals was building like some AI system for them on GalaChain, but just curious your thoughts on where you guys are at with all that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Um, yes, absolutely. We right now we are in the beta stage of the development. We're pretty much coming along with all the features. We are integrating the blockchain components on the platform and adapting it to the GalaChain environment, the SDK. So regarding your question, with the AI, yes, we are actually integrating and training our AI. We've been using a model, the element called Olama. I don't know if you guys heard about it. And we've been trying also with the OpenAI. And at this stage, we're pretty much training the algorithm and also the feature that will allow employers, companies to pretty much tackle the time they take when interviewing and recruiting job seekers, which is pretty much an assistant, an AI assistant. We call it Polaris. And this assistant, what we'll do for companies is it will do like uh, the whole the first process of the interviews for the job seekers. So what the companies will receive will be like a curated resumes. So that's the stage where we at right now with the AI. Julio,
Yes.
if you want to add something else, go ahead.
Yeah, no, so to expand on what Cesar just mentioned, so pretty much, we're going to be building our own AI and we're going to train it with existing LLM models out there in the market. As Cesar mentioned, we're working with Olama and we're going to be incorporating others as we see the need. No, the AI will not necessarily be on GalaChain, just to answer that question directly. And to expand a little bit on what Cesar mentioned, the AI will serve as an assistant, right, for both companies and job seekers to guide them through the entire recruiting process. For job seekers, that will help them build a compelling profile that will land them their desired jobs, right, and will help them track all applications and supporting in the process. And for companies, it will also help them building the job post, tracking these applications. In the future, we will enable that interview feature that Cesar just mentioned, right? That will help them filter candidates by conducting the very first screening interview for them and deliver them curated professionals for that particular position. That'll save them weeks in the process, right? And it doesn't only make it faster, but it only makes it more convenient, so they don't have to dedicate that much resources to that particular process. And the best part is gonna be a lot cheaper too. So yes.
Yes, in addition to that, also we allow recruiters to get rid of the hassle and the difficulties when biasing like the candidates when interviewing, asking the same question over and over again. So pretty much this assistant will do that for them. So that's a huge plus in
Yep.
the platform.
It'll keep the process consistent and accurate, which is one of the problems in today's recruiting process. So yes.
And one of the jobs of the Cerebro nodes is to be able to have that availability for the AI to kind of utilize those systems to run.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, the Cerebro nodes we're gonna be using to help us with the computer power required for some of those AI features for sure, and they will also handle the data storage of the platform.
Awesome, cool. So in one of the AMAs, there was some kind of mention about vesting for 6 months. I didn't really know kind of what that was talking about, if that was about tokens or
Yeah.
nodes or anything. If you want to expound on that.
Yeah, so it's part of our commitment, right, to the community from us shareholders, right? So you will see like the 5% of the emissions will go to us, the shareholders, and we're committed to do a 6 month vesting schedule starting from token generation event, and then after those 6 months, right? we commit to do a selling of no more than 25% of those tokens in a period of every 3 months each. So after the 6 months, right, we would enable ourselves to sell up to 25% of those accumulated tokens, and then 3 months later, up to 25%, and so on and so forth.
Okay, that makes sense. And then for the nodes as NFTs, that's about 4 months before the nodes are able
Yes.
to be transferred if people
Yes.
desire to do so. Cool.
Yes,
What-
120 days starting yesterday. Yes.
Okay.
So
Cool.
120 days, yeah, close to 4 months.
So I really love what you guys are building. I think there's absolutely gigantic boom potential here. Really excited. So with that said, if another company, let's say Indeed or somebody, is like, hey, check out this smaller group that's building over here, Magneto HR. You know, they're getting good traction with small medium businesses. You know what? We're a big company. The easiest way is we're gonna send a buyout offer to them, and we want to take all everything that they've built and make and put it into ours and implement it into ours. What would you guys' kind of thought process be? I guess if something like that was presented to you.
Well, listen, we really haven't thought about that. We just focus on building the platform, building the product. We want to see our vision fulfilled. You know, we want to see Magneto HR go through these 3 phases. For those that don't know, the first phase is going to be the job board and recruiting solution services. Then the phase 2 will be the addition of the freelancing services portion of the platform, and then phase 3, the addition of the workforce management solution services. So that's what we're focused on right now.
although it's not
On acquisition and things like that, we're just focused on building, and we want to see the vision fulfilled for sure, and do what's best for the community as well.
Yes, absolutely. Although it's not far-fetched that a big company offer us something like that, because with our goal, we're going to actually to as it's a free service for everyone, like companies and job seekers. I believe we're going to have like a lot of traction. So it's not a far-fetched idea for big company to actually offer us deals
Yeah,
like that.
but again, we're not. Our mind is not there. Our mind is
It's
focused on
not
building,
Yeah.
and doing the best for the community for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I always like to play that game, and kind of think like the what ifs and stuff. And yeah, I know where we're at right now, what we're building and stuff. But yeah, you see it often, right? If a smaller company with a superb idea starting to build, starting to traction, then all of a sudden, big company that comes in, and obviously they want that, they want to buy that, and sometimes it's a really good deal, depending what it is in the offer. But so I know you're mentioning the different phases. After we get phase 1 going, how quickly do you think we'd be able to kind of get phase 2 up and running? The only reason I'm mentioning that is because phase 2 is like a direct competition with kind of like things like Fiverr, and
Yes.
especially in the crypto community or crypto world, even content creation. A lot of creators will go to Fiverr, try to find somebody that's good with like video editing, whatever. Maybe they trial them, use them, and so I think that's definitely a big market as well.
Yeah. So our goal is to have all 3 phases incorporated in the platform within the next 5 years. Now, it could be 2, it could be 3, but our goal is to do it within the first 5 years. So first, right, once phase 1 launches, which is going to be the way our platform will launch next year, right, as phase 1. So the job board and recruiting solution services, and depending on the user acquisition that we get, we're going to be focusing first on onboarding people. We're going to be heavily focused on mass adoption since we launch, and then we will be adding these phases, and the end goal is to do it within the first 5 years.
Perfect.
Again, it could happen in 3, could happen in 4, could happen in 2, right?
Right.
But the focus would be phase 1, mass adoption, and then building these phases during that time.
So speaking on adoption, I know we've mentioned things. You guys have talked about job fairs, and you've also talked about some of these universities being really excited about the word free, being able to come in and implement this. It has been a hot minute since I've been to a job fair. I haven't been to one in quite a while, but can you talk me through a little bit about how that works and how that's going to help Magneto and kind of that progression?
Yeah, so what we've been talking is that we've reached out to hundreds of companies already. So our focus would be the small and medium businesses at first. Just so you know, over 90% of all businesses worldwide and here in the United States are small and medium-sized businesses.
Okay.
So we're going to be focusing there. Those are the ones that are going to benefit the most of a free job board. So we're going to take advantage of that. They love the idea. They like the idea. We want to do it so that there's no friction, right, to onboard Web2 companies. We want to make the process very convenient, very familiar. So, companies wouldn't have to worry about the Web3 components of the platform. So first, that's going to be our main focus there. And we've reached out again to hundreds of small and medium-sized businesses. They love that idea. So they're just waiting for the platform to come out,
Cool.
to come on board. And as part of the market penetration strategy is going to be, reaching out to colleges and universities here in the United States, hosting these job fairs where we can tackle both our targets and kill two birds with one stone, where we're going to have a lot of professionals, right, that will know about Magneto HR right at the source, colleges and universities. And then we'll have plenty of companies as well that will join, right, the job for looking for talents. And there we're going to be onboarding these companies into the platform as well. So that's pretty much two of the biggest components that we have to onboard both job seekers and companies.
Cool. All right.
In addition, to online marketing and all of that, but yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that answered my other question about other methods for utilizing for adoption. Kind of the way you guys are doing the outreach and stuff. Definitely strong there.
Sure.
Any other teams projects, I guess, that you've talked about or talked to about collaborations or anything like that?
Yes. So we've spoken with Neil from Rep, sort of to add that social component to the platform. That nothing set in stone. Is not definitely within the three phases that we have, which is our main focus. But we're speaking with him to see how Rep and Magneto HR can collaborate together to add that social component to the platform. So out of all the Web2 companies right there, we have job boards that are our competitors in the Monster, Recruiter, the biggest job boards here in the United States. And then we have the for phase two, competitors like Upwork and Fiverr. So and then for phase three, we have the likes of Bamboo HR. So if you notice, and for the people that have participated in our over 12 AMAs, I think it's the 13 is the exact number. We've never mentioned LinkedIn because LinkedIn is a social platform for professionals. So
Right.
we would like to add that social component to the platform, but it's nothing that we have contemplated in the near future. So that's why we've entertained the idea of collaborating with Neil from Rep, but it's nothing set in stone yet.
Yeah, I think maybe some of that benefits there would be verification that this is a real person. They have one profile, any of those kind of things, which I know. Throughout everything, everybody's trying to tackle this, especially with everything online and bots and people and, fake people and personas and all the difficulty with that. And I know, I forget what they're using, but Rep is using some kind of biometric thing to try to make, that specific profile unique to that one person. They can't create another one. I don't know how much of an issue that is on LinkedIn side or job postings and things like that.
Well, let me ask you. So you're saying that Rep does that?
Yeah, if you have to.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of it, and with our conversations with Neil, never mentioned that part. But that's very interesting because we plan to do that as well in our platform, right? We plan to badge and verify our job seekers, right? Is one of the things that we're looking to do. Verify their educational background, better verify their work experience, and grant them a badge for that, which will give companies another layer of confidence about the candidate's profile. But I didn't know that does that. So that's good.
Yeah, I think they use Verisol or something, but yeah, I guess going one step further would be difficult. Yeah, trying to get the confirmation of here's this person's degree, here's their actual work experience, and not lying on any of that aspect would be tough.
Okay, I didn't know that. That's very
Yeah,
interesting.
that sounds interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll reach
Um,
out again to him
yeah,
for that.
absolutely. So, how has integrating with GalaChain been and working with the chain and everything like that? I am not a tech person, so
Yeah, no,
No,
it's, oh, all right, go
yeah, go
ahead.
ahead. All
All
right.
right,
No, so far we are using their SDK as we are developing in GalaChain environment. So we are integrating their SDK to our platform, so we can connect the wallets. The user be able to buy our NFTs to open up our extra features, our premium features, and so forth. So in this stage, that's where we are right now,
yeah.
integrating the blockchain components. So all of all the magic happens.
Yes, and the main focus, we initiated that a couple of months ago, and definitely are working on it. But our main focus is just to build the core features of the platform, and then we'll focus heavily on the Gala chain integration. So right now we've been working with the testnet still, and then once the core features of the platforms are completed, we're gonna go on the main net, right? On the main channel and build all those Web3 features, integrate those features to the platform.
and maybe this is a question for Gala. I don't know if you guys have talked about this, but I was wondering if Gala is going to end up putting or allowing, like if you go to node.gala.com to be able to see all the nodes that and projects that are built on GalaChain. Have they talked about whether we'll be able to see the Magneto, Cerebro nodes on there? And I don't know if that'd be a question for Metafloor as well. I don't know if they've talked to Gala about
Yeah.
doing something like that.
Well, the goal is that it happens, right? That's our goal, and we've had several conversations with them, especially in the beginning, right, of the project. And yes, they mentioned that they will allow us to do that, but just to set up realistic expectations, when people start running their nodes, it's gonna be independently from that node dashboard that Gala has. But the idea and the end goal is that our nodes appear there in their dashboard, and that people can see all their nodes together uh, for projects in GalaChain.
Perfect. Some of the users in YouTube were asking if the community can be beta testers for the platform.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
no, definitely. Well, actually, they will be the beta testers
Exactly.
for the platform. Yeah,
Right now.
so they can go to the website. Excuse me, these are real quick. So they can go to the website, right, and just fill out a small form with their email address and their Ethereum address, right? So we can identify them as the first beta testers. So go to magnetohr.com, and at the bottom of the site, you will see that small form. Just enter your email and your Ethereum address, so we can identify you, and that'll express your interest on being one of the first beta testers for the platform, which will be the community. We're not gonna launch that to the public. It's gonna be the community that will help us test that at first.
Nice.
So go ahead.
Nice. So I know there's aptitude testing. I was curious, what does that test for? What does that do? Kind of what's the objective of aptitude testing?
Yeah, so the goal is, again, to help both companies and job seekers in this endeavor of recruiting, right? And what this will do, this will help job seekers, right, run their own aptitude test, right? Before a company does it for them, they will know, right, what their type of personality is, what type of roles are most suitable, right, for people of that personality within their career path. So it'll help them it'll help them guide them right through the best career path, and what his personality suits the best within the industry they are. So they would have an idea as to what would they do best at. Before any company does it, they will have that tool available, right? They can see areas of improvement. They can see what positions might be challenging based on their personality and so on and so forth.
Awesome. So moving along from there, the NFTs, the premium kind of upsell features and stuff.
Sure.
So if somebody like purchased like that lifetime NFT, I mean, my assumption is they'll be able to resell it later if they, finish utilizing it or used it to their full extent, and they just be able to sell it, and that next person will be able to utilize whatever features are on that NFT. Is that fair to say?
Yes, that's the idea. The idea is for people. Well, the whole reason that features are NFT is ownership, right? That's the only way right now to achieve true digital ownership through NFTs. So when they buy the NFTs, either the time-based NFTs, meaning the ones that are for a year of full services, or the one that are lifetime services, or the other features, right, that are not time-based, but are gonna be pretty much instance-based, right? So the idea is that once you use it and there's still firepower left, right, for that service, you can sell it forward probably at a cheaper price, right, to somebody else. Maybe somebody else don't need that much and they can get it cheaper. So that's the whole idea, that they own these features, and instead of just spending on on a service, they invest in a service. So that's the whole point of it.
Cool. And I saw the goal for the Cerebro nodes is 45 days from nowish. We want them at least running or being able to generate like a placeholder for the Magneto token.
Yes. So the idea is, so if you guys notice, right, and so the token generation event is supposed to happen 120 days from yesterday, right? Just right around when the nodes will become NFT and all of that, right? Um, so, but before then, people will be able to earn rewards, right? So 45 days after yesterday, we will enable people to operate their nodes and start collecting the rewards, but that'll come in the form of a placeholder token. I don't know if, I believe that most of our followers, right, know the dynamics of Gala music with the beams, right, before the music tokens came out, or the dynamics of film with the popcorns before the film token comes out, which it hasn't yet. So we're gonna do pretty much the same. We will enable them to earn their rewards through the placeholder token, which then will be exchanged on a one-for-one basis at the token generation event.
Awesome.
And that'll happen 45 days after yesterday, pretty much, when they will be enabled to earn rewards via that placeholder token.
Cool. And I saw those emissions are going to be about the same for 1.5 years, and then they're going to have some kind of decay, whether that's a curve type decay or a halving decay.
Yes. So yes. So throughout the first 25% of the total supply, we will do fixed emissions, fixed daily emissions. Now, we're in the process, right, talking with tokenomics professionals and experts to determine what would be the best route for us for the type of project that we are, real utility, for our business model. What would be best? Either do a halving or do a daily decay from there. So we'll definitely have the answer way before at that time comes. So that's what we're exploring right now. But throughout the first 25% of the total supply, which will carry us forward to at around a year and a half, is going to be fixed daily emissions.
Sorry, just looking at a couple of the YouTube chat here.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I know you guys have done like this is 13 AMAs. You guys have been on an AMA roll.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that some of the things I asked were a little different. Piqued your interest, had a little bit of different thoughts versus the same thing over and over again. I think your guys' light paper is like absolutely solid. I really like it. I think it's like
we appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Love the breakdown of the market and kind of what we're doing. I think you guys have put in so much work with all that, so it's been really great.
We are, and to building as well. One thing. I was actually doing another interview last night, right? And that interview will go out, I believe, over the weekend. with somebody else. And one of the questions that I got, which is important to share here in your channel and to your community as well, is if we are the first project, right, in the job market industry in crypto or blockchain.
Right.
So the answer is no. Actually, there's another project in the space that is called Brain Trust. They don't do the same as we do, right? Because they are pretty much a direct competitor for freelancing services like Upwork and Fiverr. Although the way they handle these payments and the way that they charge companies and not freelancers, the way they handle the dynamics is a little different. I believe they want it to be different. It's a little complicated for me, a little too Web3 for me, but they're out there, and I just wanted to share this because they have a very good reception from the public, right, from the space. The project started out and did very well. They reached a market cap of $700 million, over $700 million on the last cycle. So the reception was great. The crypto community loves real life utility project. They did great.
Right.
Actually, the project it's been doing good throughout this winter, right? The other day I saw it was at a little over 150 million. So, to answer that question, yes, there's a lot of potential for real utility projects that have real life utility and solve real life problems. So yes, I wanted just to get that out there for those wondering, right, how people receive this type of project in the crypto space, and the answer is very well.
And
Right.
expanding a little bit more on what Julio said is like it's not only solving a real life problems, but at the same time, users will get rewarded for using the platform. Let's say for creating a profile, for getting higher in the platform, for the million stuff in the platform, they will get rewarded. So we are the only one right now doing that.
Yes, so that's a good point that Cesar just brought up. So 22.5% of our total supply is going to be dedicated, for ecosystem supporting behavior, which is another key component of our onboarding strategy, right? So job seekers will be rewarded for creating a profile, signing up in the platform, applying for jobs in our platform, getting the badges in our platform, using our services, getting hired through the platform, as well as companies. They will be rewarded for signing up, for creating a profile, for posting jobs, for using our video conference features to do interviews within the platform. So yes, yes, definitely. That was a great point that Cesar just brought up.
Well,
First,
I
first recruiting platform that pays companies instead of charging them right at the K, right? uh, um, to post jobs and to find talent.
right. And I definitely like how you guys have everything set up for being very favorable to the Web 2 side,
Yes.
and the way you guys have it set up where it's like, they don't have to, interact with the Web 3 side at all if they don't want to, right? Like applying on the site,
They don't have
setting
to.
up a profile, you know what I mean? But then it becomes a thing where it's like, hey, what are these tokens in my account? It says I have some tokens over here. Like, what is this about? So I like how that's kind of set up to where it almost drives a little bit of curiosity, right? For the Web3 side and kind of looking and seeing, hey, what can I do with these? So I think that's really cool and super excited to see this go live, for sure. So
For
we're
sure, no. And the business opportunity. I don't think we've had let's say the opportunity, right, to talk about the business side of the project in any of our AMAs, right? But this is a huge market, right? The recruiting industry is huge. It's a very underrated and under the radar industry, but it's huge. There's over 3.5 billion employers worldwide. There's over 400 million companies worldwide, right? So, people ask sometimes, how do you make money, and how you gonna make money if it's free, right? Well, we are the first recruiting platform in the market that does this, but we're not the first business out there that do what is called the freemium model, right?
Right.
Where you offer free basic services, you get users on board, and then you charge for premium services, right? That
Right.
will make the experience better, faster, more accurate, right? More convenient, and even cheaper. For example, take Google, right? So Google have the Google Suite. Okay, it has like 3 billion users, right? And it has like 8 million paid users right there.
Right.
It's a couple of $1 billion of revenue right there on that particular product. You can take Tinder. It has 75 million active users in their platform, and over 25% of those users are paid users. We're talking about like over 12 million of those are paid users, right? That's a couple of billion in revenue business right there, right? Then we have Adobe, which has like 33 million users, right? And over 35% of those users are paid users, right? So it's the same thing with Magneto HR. So let's say we take a 1%, only 1% of those 3.5 billion employees in our platform. We're talking about 35 million users for our platform, right? Let's say that only 10% of those, right, spend $150 a year. That's nothing for a professional, for people, right? Not to spend 15 hours a week looking for jobs, right?
Right.
120 days to land a job. Our premium features would enable them not to spend any time pretty much on it and bring them curated opportunities. $150 a year, it's nothing, right? And right there, we have a 3 billion revenue source right there, right? And then you take the side of the companies, right? Let's say we take that 1% of that 400 million businesses worldwide, right? So right there we have 4 million companies. Companies typically spend $2,400 a year, right, on job board and recruiting services. Let's say they just spend 1,000 on Magneto HR. Let's say 10% out of that million, right? I'm sorry, out of those 4 million, spend $1,000 in our platform, right? It's a couple of billion in revenue right there, right?
Right.
So it's a huge market, and there's a great opportunity. It's a great business opportunity. We haven't had the chance, right, to discuss this in our AMAs. Usually people are more focused on the Web3 aspect of it and the project aspect of it, but we just wanted to get that out there, right? This freemium model, it's new to the recruiting industry, but it's a proven business model that turns out to be very successful for companies that can serve millions and millions of users like Magneto HR can. So I just wanted to share that with your community.
Right. No, thanks for all that info. I mean, it really just shows you too, like how knowledgeable you are with like, what we're doing,
Sure.
and the market and how these other companies are functioning and just the numbers. And you can see that through that light paper too, like how much work
Yeah.
and knowledge you guys have, going through that. So, yeah, I absolutely think anybody who is not, grabbing one of these nodes and trying to be a part of, basically the team, the shareholders, by getting one of those nodes, is going to miss out for sure.
Yeah, no, definitely. And we have a great community, man. We have a great community. We build a great community. We are almost 800 already. We've just been out for like a month and a half, and it's been great. The support has been great. So
Yeah.
yeah, we can play. The experience has been great. Our community, it's great. They're very loyal. They believe in the vision. So
Yeah.
we truly appreciate their support.
And I'd say use them too. So once we have UI up, UX, everything, let some of those folks
Of
in,
course.
look at stuff, and give honest feedback of I don't like this here, and then see what the consent. And yeah, I think it'll be a rapid build to something great.
Sure,
Yeah,
man.
that's the
I know they will love to.
Yeah, yeah. I'm definitely
How many
looking forward
there
to.
from the chat? We're all done.
Yeah, I believe so. Let's see what else we got here. But definitely excited to kind of utilize some of that AI resume kind of stuff. Real curious to see kind of, how that building is and the language learning models with the AI.
Yep, yep. And you will see, right? And you will see. This is that's one of the reasons why we're taking our time building that AI assistant and those AR features because we want to truly allow the community, right, to see the true vision that we have, right, and how easy it would be with Magneto HR compared to the other job board services out there. How convenient. So by showing our AI assistant and our AI features, is that people will truly grasp, how much potential this company has, and it'll be great.
Yeah.
It'll be great. So, yes.
To answer some of these questions, so Ed Mill, the fixed token max supply is 10 billion tokens for the Magneto, and then currently the cap for the nodes, there's as much as 10,000 nodes is the max, but they said they're only going to be selling 2,600 nodes initially.
Yep.
So
In
correct?
this round, yes.
Okay, in this round. And then Even Weave, their light paper is much more comprehensive than most people's white papers. I agree with that.
Thank you, Even Way.
Decaying
We
rewards
appreciate that.
or decaying nodes. If it is either, they would cancel each other out. Is there a floor? I'm not sure what that
What's that?
question means. If you want to try to rewrite that, I can ask it again. What will be the main purpose of the nodes? From what I've read, the AI system, the data storage, and there was a third piece as well, wasn't there?
No, no. It's data storage and AI.
And
Uh,
AI usually.
Both
Very,
the data
very
storage and power some AI features.
Talk about spam. Yeah, we are talking about the community. Everybody doing AI right now. What is our key difference? Well, it sounds like your guys' LLM that you're training is obviously going to be very specific to the HR, the recruiting process, the job process.
Exactly.
And
So most projects right there, most projects out there are just AI providers, right? So we're not an AI provider. We're going to be implementing AI to improve the recruiting process, make it more convenient, make it faster, make it more accurate, more consistent, make it better, and help, right, companies and job seekers to shorten that recruiting time that literally takes all this time, right, on average 120 days, just because of all the human components and all the resources that it takes, right, to find the right talent, and also the current methodologies that are out there, right? It's impossible that it doesn't take this long, that it's not that painful, because the tools available, right, pretty much using that rudimentary matchmaking engines, right, of keyword-based searches.
right,
All the major job boards, that's what they use. Indeed, that's what it uses. The biggest job board, the leading job board here in the United States. Monster, that's what he uses. ZipRecruiters, that's what he uses, right? So they send you a pile of candidates, right? Probably most of them unrelated. So a recruiter has to go through literally hundreds of candidates, right? And it's just the tools available that make it worse, and that's what we're gonna change. That's gonna be our key differentiator in the industry.
yeah, absolutely. So another question here. Cider Eyes asks, what we'll be trying to do to keep people from posting fake jobs. So apparently on Indeed, people are able to post fake jobs and try to scam people into something.
Yeah.
So what are kind of some of those aspects I guess you have thought about for that platform?
Yeah, of course. So also at first, right, we want to create a balance, okay? A balance between mass adoption, onboarding, and just verification, okay? So we're not right now, the methodologies we have in place, it's first making sure that all companies that are going to be creating profiles, right, and posting jobs are legitimate companies. They have to be using a company domain. We're gonna go and validate, right, that company domain, it belongs truly to that company. There's a due diligence process that we're gonna be executing, right, for recruiting companies as well. that recruit on behalf of other companies. We're going to have a validation process for them too. Not too strict. Again, we want to focus on onboarding and user acquisition, mass adoption, but definitely we'll have processes in place to help mitigate that.
Okay. Ed Mill asks, what % of the nodes will the team be holding? Will it be anything like we find out with the Gala founder nodes where the founders have 10,000 nodes?
No, we're not going to be holding any nodes. All nodes are going to be for the community.
Perfect. So there you go, Ed. 0 nodes there. So Surprise MF kind of rewrote this. If either the node or the token rewards are going to decay, will there be a limit on how low they will decay, or will they end up going to 0? I mean, based on no matter what, having decay and stuff, I mean, it would be years and years and years down the road before that would be an issue.
That is correct.
And then of course, by that time, we would have developed some kind of something to continue to reward, nodes, whether it's burning or whatever.
Yeah, of course. You just answered that question right there.
Okay. That was me guessing, by the way. I'm not a part of the team, but that was me guessing. Yeah.
Yeah. No. You've been doing your homework for sure. And something else that is good to mention is that all proceeds, all NFT purchases are going to be burned, right? And we're going to be implementing staking mechanisms for the platform, right? We're going to be enable certain features in the platform for both companies and job seekers that stake the token in an effort to ensure economy stability, right? Pricing stability and overall economy stability for the ecosystem.
Okay. So Surprise MF said that in the Discord, someone had said that the company will have nodes.
What? That the company will have nodes?
Yeah.
No. The company will not hold any nodes. We've never said that before. No, we don't own any nodes.
So there you go, guys. Company's not going to be holding any nodes in this at all. So perfect. Well, that is all the questions on YouTube. I think this was a great AMA. I liked a lot of the points and features we discussed. Thank you so much for talking about the business side of it too, because that's definitely the side that honestly is going to matter the most, and definitely the most excited about. So definitely looking forward to it, helping out, testing, looking at UI and everything, and seeing the platform launch.
Definitely, man. Definitely looking forward to that, guys. Thank you very much, Wookie. Thank you very much for the time. And for opening it up, your audience to us. So we truly appreciate it. Thank you to your audience, right, for tuning in and learning more about Magneto HR. We're just getting started, guys. Okay, the future of recruiting is just getting started. So let's go.
Absolutely.
All right. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time, and community, of course. Jump into their Discord if you guys got any questions. And that light paper, I'm telling you, take a scroll through it. It is superb. Yep. And I got my couple nodes already, so be sure to not miss out on the project.
There you go, guys. There you go. Wookie, I guess you will post, right, our link to Discord in the description right below. So please go join our Discord, learn more about us, and be part of our community.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll edit, make sure it's in there as well. So cool. All right. Thanks.